My name is Dalia and welcome to my channel. Before we start, a disclaimer. With disclaimer we done, let's begin. Today I would like to talk about the complaining. I'm sure all of you have those kind of people around you, about your workplace or maybe a study place, who keep saying those kind of things like this. The boss is very bad. This job is very shitty. This job is very bad. I would like to change. This seat is the worst I ever lived. Those kind of things, right? Or like, this profession is the crap. Why are you even studying those things? I should study another thing. Or like, my seat, it was much better. This is very, very, very bad. I'm sure you have those people around. Personally, me, I have those people everywhere I've been in my life. I will talk about the job. So when I was a student in my country, I didn't want to too much rely to my parents' money. So I was trying to get the job at someone. Not always lucky, but most of the time I was quite lucky. So I got the job, right? And also, the people who was working in that place, for them it was very good to take someone like a student like me, because they can send some other people with a family to have a holidays, right? To have a relaxing days. So that means I'm kind of like a temporary thing. And other people there, they knew who I am, right? So anyway, everyone knew that I'm not taking the job. And I'm not taking the spot. I'm just taking the free temporary place. However, I was always hearing that my first job, part-time job, as a cleaner. Well, it was a good job. I mean, it was payable, right? I got salary. I could have a pocket money, right? But I was always hearing the lady. She was keep complaining about the job, how bad and how ungrateful and how disgusting it is. And I asked her how long she's doing this job. And apparently she was doing it 20 years. And I was thinking in my head some questions, but I haven't told her verbally, right? And then next summer I tried to find another job. Again, it was not really super payable, but it was okay actually. I was working in a factory. I was ironing the clothes, which one later will be more, get some changes in them, right? So in some point, it was a job, it was okay, but every day I was hearing so many complaints about the job as well. How it's bad. I'm so disappointed. I don't want to go to job, but the next day they're still coming to the work. And then another job. So those things was keep repeating every summer. And I was studying, finally finished the studies. I was trying to find a job by my studies and everything. It was not very successful, and I got another job. And the day was the same thing happening. And there's the thing happened in my life. I moved from my country to this country, to England, right? And I thought when I was having a job over there, I was hearing sometimes complaints much, but not that much in the beginning. And I was thinking, maybe the problem is the generation. That's why these people are complaining. They don't have this kind of type of mind in their head that if you don't really like the things what you do, you could change them. You are allowed to change and make your life as much as you can possibly happy or satisfying. At least a little bit as much as you can. However, I started hearing complaining in the factory. Was a lot of ladies and men as well was keep saying how was good the place where they used to live and how shitty it is here. What kind of unprofessional job it is. Oh my God, I need to cut these vegetables. I need to wave. I might have to have a work with such a dirty job. I was having such a good job in the office in my country. And in my head, I was having a fall. And I asked them, why did you then move? If here is so bad, why did you move from your country to here? What's the reason? Oh, my country is so bad, everything was okay, la la la, not okay, this and that, da 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 da. And I was like thinking in my head, wait a second, you wasn't happy at your country, whatever reasons you had, and you moved to the place where you kind of thought to make yourself happy, right? But you're not happy there as well, right? So from unhappiness, you came here to be again not happy. And you're still here. Why? And my head was like, why? You're not changing then in another place where you might be happy. And then I was like thinking, maybe is the people because they are from that generation, from both countries, and they was affected from things, experience in the life, the historical facts and all those things, right? So maybe that's why they complain. They don't have that different mind of set. I thought so. But then I changed another job. I met another people who was different. They was living in this country much longer. They grew up in this country, but they didn't born. Their parents at least not. And they finished school, they get a degree, and I met them, they was having a job, and they were still not happy. And I was hearing them saying and comparing things, always complaining about the boss, about the job, about the country, about the weather, about the food, about how people are communicating together, about the rules, about the law, about everything. I had another thought. All those kids maybe are kind of affected by their parents. That's why they have this kind of mindset to complain about the things. Maybe the country, maybe where they're from. Then another conclusion I got, maybe people are complaining just for sake of complaining. They complaining just because they want to complain. They complaining just because they are not happy. Or they're just toxic. They just want to make the mood bad. But they don't want to change. They don't want to change anything. So in some point, they are happy in the situation where they are now. So what's the point of complaining? I get the point. They're complaining just for sake of seek attention. Seek of actually complaining. Seek of be negative. Or just you don't have any other problems. So you are kind of creating the problem while you are not happy. And keep saying how much unhappy you are. And then the problem comes, right? And then you are not actually changing things. You're not getting solutions. I was thinking, Jesus, this is the human being thing, natural thing to do. Complain about everything. Honestly. So you complain not just because you seek someone to get your advice or solutions or maybe have a conversation about those things. You don't want to change anything. You're happy with being not happy. I have another thought actually as well. You know how brain works? I'm not a doctor of those minds or those kind of things, but I'm sure all of you read a lot of articles like me as well. Some of them about the brain, how it works, and you know how the memory works. Sometimes we are so selective. We remember things, happy or not happy things, very negative things. I was even thinking about this as well while I was talking to people who keep complaining about the things. Because I was thinking, you remember very good things, what was in the past, and I'm asking you why you then moved, then you suddenly remember only a little bit of negative things, and now you're so negative at the situation you are now. Interesting how brain works, right? And how the memory selective is in your mind. It's below your mind, right? And so I thought, there is no hope. The people gonna be the same like that. But I had that thought. However, what situation happened? At my job where I work now, I meet a lot of kind of people. A lot. I meet from completely different countries and cultures. And all of them, of course, are complaining about certain things as well. And some of them are the same. But one day I met one lady. She was in a calm way saying sad things about her work, about her profession. And I was keep listening because I thought maybe she wants to just to talk, just to get out of her this sadness of her mind. And I was just listening and doing my job. And one moment I was asking her, because I wanted to have a conversation, I interrupt her. And I was like saying, what actually stopping you of changing things? Can you work another job? She said, yeah. Do you have another skills? What stopping you from changing? And she said, actually nothing. I have a lot of skills. I could do another job and just send this boss far away. I don't know actually. And I was like thinking and saying after, maybe I'm not a doctor, yes. I don't know how things are working, but maybe you need to answer this question for yourself. What's actually changing? What's actually stopping you from changing things? And when you get that answer, maybe you're gonna have another answers to your other questions followed. And we met that lady again, right? And she said to me one thing. She was so happy. We met after like a month or so, and she was so happy, and she came and she said, oh my God, there's a lot of things changing. And I was like saying, yes, your face, you smile, what happened? Something good? And she said, yes, you have no idea what happened, Dalia. And I was like, oh, shimmy, I want to know. And she said, I changed my job. That day when we was talking, I came home, I take a seat and write down everything. My thoughts, all the reasons and my problems, what's stopping me from changing things in my life. I got the answer for myself, and finally I changed the job. I already having another job. The boss is quite good, the colleagues are good, and I really want to get up and go to work. I don't have this negative thoughts when I have a day off and thinking, oh, my day off is finished. Oh, I need to go tomorrow to work. I don't want to do these reports and everything. She said, I don't have those kind of thoughts anymore. The only thing, yes, the salary is not that big how I used to have before, but it can be changed because I'm the newbie there. So things will change and I will grow up step by step. And she was so happy. She said, you have no idea how you helped me. And I was saying, I didn't have done anything. I was just having a conversation with you. And she said to me, I'm very happy actually. We have this kind of conversation and these things changed. And I had the thought, actually, this is not a generation that something happened bad. I mean, I thought there's no hope. People are like this. Nobody gonna change nothing. But after that, I realized, remember that video when I was saying to you that you meet sometimes people in your life and they actually done the things what you mean to or want to do, but you are not brave to do. You're not brave enough to make a step towards your goal. And that day, I realized that I was that person, kind of was who is looking after the person, or like I am in the, the cross, and there is like a tree. And I'm like that tree, which one looking at the person who's in that cross and just thinking, where to go, and finally choose. And it was just the tree. On that was the bird was asking you, what's stopping you from choose which one road to go? I was like, wow, a feeling was blowing my mind, And I was actually very, very happy for the lady. She's very happy actually now. I hope she's even step by step getting much more better at her salary. I'm wishing her that. I have a question. So, did ever you been in this situation when you are in certain situations like me? You have a nice deep conversation with a person, and then you later meet that person, they actually done the things, and you was like a part of the journey to change. Or, well, What kind of complaints you hear sometimes at your workplace and your maybe university, when people keep saying negative things, but they don't change anything. And you have your own thoughts. Why are you even saying this to me? We're in the same crap, but I'm trying to change or you do not. So what's the conversation is about? You just having a funny chat or something? And I'm very curious, are you actually start arguing with those people, or you just let them to speak? Or you just trying to be the same like them just to make fun of it, which is not very good, but I'm just curious how you are doing with those people, how you dealing with those people actually, I'm very curious. So leave me your comments. Did you like this video? Did you like the topic? Did you like my outfit? And my makeup as well. So see you around. Put a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and see you around. Bye bye.